The drills you're about to learn in this video took this golf from slices that lacked distance to high draws that went further than he'd ever hit the golf ball before. That is so good. Now, we're not just looking at swing in this video. I also wanted to hand Josh over to Stuart, a custom fit specialist from TaylorMade, to get him into a brand new Qi10 driver to really get the most out of his swing. Ultimately, when we're looking at driver, the task is actually quite simple to explain, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're trying to get it in play,
Yeah.
and as far down there as you can. And within reason, it doesn't really matter how it gets there. The things that I often have to tweak and change is that, one, people can't get it in play as often as they want, and two, they want to be able to hit a bit further down. Your path is left. It's not like excessively left. But the sort of more pressing issue is that the swing with your driver is too steep. Now, a lot of people, when they hear steep, they think over the top. It doesn't have to be. Because if I stood there with a driver, my perfect swing shape is flatter than it would be with a 60-degree wedge.
Of course, yeah.
So a 60-degree wedge has got a steeper swing. Doesn't mean I'm swinging out to win, but it's just got a steeper swing. So when you set up with driver, you pick out a club which is some 45 inches long, you stand in a certain position with a certain posture, a certain distance from the ball. You're basically presetting or suggesting that you're going to swing the club around your body on a certain angle.
Yeah.
And on the way down, your downswing is too steep. So it's not necessarily over the top, it's too steep. Steep is going to make it harder to hit up, and it's also going to make it harder for you to release the club. Okay, really quite slowly. I just want you to basically feel like you clip the tee peg with your driver head, okay? And go through as if you're hitting a shot. I mean, you can go really slow, but just turn, clip the peg and go through, okay? How did that feel? Easy, hard?
Yeah, pretty easy,
Okay.
yeah.
Do it again. Okay, then if we go hands more out, club more vertical, okay. Now, what does that kind of...
Yeah, it's virtually impossible,
It's
really,
hard,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? And you certainly feel like, hang on, it's not quite natural for me. It feels like I've got to do a little bit of work. So as soon as you get the club a little bit steep, it's not a natural release. And so either the face gets left open, or you try and manually do it and you get the kind of left one.
Yeah.
What we need to do, if you grab it again, is get you into a position here where it's a little bit more behind you. And then you can, if you just relax, you can basically feel as if you just spin the club out. We can catch it a lot more on the upswing, and we can therefore get that club releasing over.
Yep.
The way that we're going to do that, the good news, okay, if you place the other hand on, up to the top and stop. Nothing needs to change.
Okay.
Okay, downswing,
Yeah.
maybe a few more changes, but this is not going to change. Okay, there's nothing here which is stopping you hit the drives that I know you can hit. What we've got to try and do is when you get to the top, we've got to get your arms moving. If you hold your shoulders in place, so don't move this shoulder, don't move this shoulder. The sensation you're going to have is you've got to get these arms moving down here more, because now you're in that position that we just spoke about, where you can turn through.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
At this point, I knew that my no-body arm release drill was going to be an absolute game changer for Josh, but I felt like his drive was holding him back, so I wanted to hand him over to Stuart from TaylorMade to work his magic and get him into a brand new Qi10 driver. If you are even just the slightest bit curious as to whether your drive is actually right for your swing, then follow these top tips from Stuart. It's absolutely fine to not like the look and not like the feel of a driver. Just discard it. There's plenty out there. You'll find one that you do like.
Anything we try, if you don't like the feel, it's really important, just tell me. Don't think, oh no. We've got so many we can go at, but a massive part of the fitting is your feel as well.
Yeah, sure.
And you're allowed to not like the feel of something. It doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
So please, just if you don't like it,
Yeah, no worries.
just tell me
Thank
if you don't
you.
like the look of it, or does it look like it's pointing left? Is it pointing right?
Yeah.
Anything you feel, just tell me.
Yeah.
And we can address it.
Yeah, sounds good.
As well, every time we change it, your first one or two swings won't work.
That's all right. Makes me feel better.
No, it'll be like going for an eye test.
Yeah.
So you've just swung that 3 miles an hour quicker,
Yeah,
which is you inside saying, I'm going to hit this.
It just felt so light.
Driver head is key. There are lots of different models that will create different ball flights, different spin rates, different profiles. Get the right head that suits your game first.
So you've just hit the max head, so the biggest footprint.
Yep.
This is now the Qi10 head.
Okay. Slightly
Slightly smaller footprint.
Yep.
Same shaft just to get the feel.
Sure.
What do we like the feel of? And then we'll build a shaft around the head.
Perfect.
Just feel a little bit harder.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Then it's time to look at shaft. You've got shaft flex, you've got shaft weight, and you've got things like kick points. All of those will make a difference to the ball flight.
So that RDX very much you'll feel the head. We can then start to give you shafts where you feel the head less.
Okay.
So shaft becomes a bit more counterbalanced.
Yeah.
Balance point moves up to the handle. What happens?
Sure.
So this will feel a little bit lighter here.
Yeah.
A little bit heavier there.
Right.
How does that then react to you as a golf club?
Yeah.
The driver has to work the very next time you play golf and in 6 months and 2 years' time. No good buying a driver that you hope will work for you in 6 months after some swing changes. It's got to work straight away.
Where it's trying to nail it on the driver is we're trying to get it, so if you were playing this afternoon,
Yeah.
would it work?
Yeah.
As you evolve from what you're doing with Chris, will it work? We're trying
Yeah,
to,
of course.
we're trying to build it to be future-proof but work tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's why I'm tinkering so much.
Yeah.
Don't
Makes
panic.
sense. If I'd have hit that with my Callaway,
Yeah.
that'd be gone.
Yeah,
100%. That's gone right.
Yeah, and there's kind of your one. So you're fitting against you. So you're the golfer. So you're
Yeah.
watching your best shot. I'm looking at how good is your bad shot.
Yeah.
So that last one, very heely, very
Yeah.
on the way down.
Yeah.
Still probably fairway, if not just off.
Mm.
Just trying to get you a bit more launch. You're trying to balance launch and spin.
Yeah.
So obviously the more launch we get you, the more spin you get.
Sure.
But we need the launch, but we don't need the spin.
Yeah.
That gets you the launch, but it spins.
Yeah.
This one is often overlooked. Shaft length. Sometimes going shorter can actually give you longer drives, and this was the case for Josh.
That's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
That's what's hindering you.
Yeah.
Now, say you were playing at Wentworth tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can build you a driver at that length. It's whether you get used to it being longer. 'Cause
Yeah.
all you do from my perspective is you address the driver the same as you address your driver,
Yeah.
but my driver's an inch longer.
Yeah.
Do you learn to get used to the distance?
Yeah.
Or do I make it shorter?
Yeah.
It's more of a case of how you boys want to play
Yeah,
that.
sure.
And that's what there's the end goal. Numbers are great. That's a more controlled swing as well.
Yeah.
That's you at like 102.
Yeah.
The you at 104, 105, the ball doesn't go any further.
Yeah. Interesting.
You just get out of sync.
So fitting all done, now I want to show you how much of a change we can make to his goal swing with this downswing release drill. Now I wanted Josh to use his old driver just for a bit of familiarity before we introduce the new Qi10. I want you to take me a couple of shots which are drills. So these are not swings,
Yep.
these are drills, where you get to the top, this shoulder doesn't move. You work your arms down towards whatever you want to feel that is, whether it's right pocket, whether it's the ground, whether it's
Yep.
your foot, wherever it may be. And then even with that shoulder there, okay, let the arm swing past your body slowly into my hand. Don't move the shoulder. Let the arms go. That's it. Keep that shoulder there. There you go. Okay, it feels very strange. It's a
This
drill,
feels
remember?
strange, yeah.
Okay, back up to the top. Okay, shoulder doesn't move. Arms go down towards your right pocket. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep them going, keep them going, keep them going, keep them going. Go on. Keep them going, keep them going, keep them going, keep them going, keep them going. There you go. Now that's what you've got to feel. Okay, there's
Yeah.
nowhere in the world people are watching this going, what on earth are you doing, Chris? That's not what it'll look like.
Yeah.
Okay? What we're trying to do is just trying to change the relationship between what your shoulders do and what your arms do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Back up to the top. Do that again. Arms down, arms down, arms down, arms down, arms down. Good. Can you get that club to the ball?
From there,
Hard,
no.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got feel. Okay, so we go in set up, a little wider in the feet, backswing, and then the feel would be this doesn't move, arms go down and the club goes past.
Okay.
See how relatively easy it is for me to get the
Yeah.
club to the ball? So I said to you, can you get the club to the ball? And you said, no,
Yeah.
because you're reluctant to let
Yeah.
these arms pass the body.
Yeah.
So here's what you're going to do. Take a setup, backswing, arms are going to go, body's going to stay.
Okay.
Okay, you're almost going to use the weight of the club just to clip the ball.
Okay.
Okay, so my body was nowhere near here, but it
Yeah.
pretty much stayed kind of facing the target. Okay, so let's do the first one together. Normal turn. Okay, Feel the arms go down, the arms go down, the arms go down. Perfect. And just let that club release past your body. Okay, good. Still a little bit stiff with the arms. Attack angle, 4.1 up.
Yeah.
There we go. Club path at 0. There we go. So we've managed to change the low point. So you've got to think about your golf swing is a big circle, and we're just trying to move where that bottom part is. Yeah. And if we can do that the right way. Okay, what is club path? Out to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, now club path wasn't what we wanted to change necessarily, but club path is what you'll get as the bonus.
Sure.
Imagine the ground maybe 1.5 to 2 feet behind the ball and slightly inside. So here. Okay, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to make me a backswing. Good. You're going to feel like you hold your chest and hold your shoulders, and you're going to get the club, and you're going to sort of just shallowly, is that a word? Maybe it is now. Bounce the club over the ball.
Okay.
Okay. Now you've definitely got too much tension in his wrist. Okay. So you're just going to go bounce, bounce. Okay. Which part of the club do you feel is hitting the ground there?
That's the
sole or the face
the sole.
or the sole. Okay. You start to get this way, and I say hit the ground. You're going to feel a lot more.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to sort of bounce over, and it feels more kind of leading edge. So what I would say now is we went through a really extreme drill where we got you to feel nothing in here. So the progression would be set yourself up, make a backswing, bounce the club over, reset, hit it.
Okay.
Okay. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It is strange.
So if you jump off, and I'll just show you. So the difference here, and this, a lot of people will find this when they do the exercises, but if I was to show you sort of my version of that drill, go relaxed, backswing, lets the club bounce, and look where the club finishes. Over here. Now when you did it, the movements were correct, but there was a lot of tension, okay, which is fine. So just feel a lot more relaxed.
Okay. Yep.
And then go ahead and give it the beans. So shoulders back, super relaxed. Let the club just drop onto the ground and bounce over it. Ooh. Okay, it's fine. It's hard, isn't it? It's fine. Oh, close, close, close. Attack angle, 0. Okay, so we need to get a little higher still, but that was good. Boom, boom. Way better. Way better.
So much better as well, isn't it?
Okay, attack angle 2 up.
Yeah.
Path slightly out right. And I say the path is your bonus. I don't mind you hitting a fade, but I kind of knew that making the swing change that we needed to make would probably shift your path.
Sure.
So now let's see just how much more distance we can gain with that new swing and the new Qi10 driver. 2 things I want you to do. Feel like this lead shoulder gets a little bit more behind the golf ball in the backswing. And then just really focus on hands, what you feel is down to your right knee.
Yeah.
And then feel like through impact, your hands are going past your chest.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here, you can really feel like that club is releasing past you.
Yeah.
But I'd like you to get this feeling like it's a little bit more behind it going back. So if you take your setup, backswing, and you're feeling like a little bit more into it there.
Yep.
And then really feel like it holds there, and you hit that high draw. Okay? Oh, that's good, mate. That is so good. So much better, mate. Good drive that was. Good drive. Oh, there you go. So your path goes out right. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
Yeah.
That's a big, big change. Big, big change.